Standing where I am right now, just outside of St. Joseph on the state line, I would not be able to gamble on sports. But here in the upcoming fall, if I step across this line onto the Kansas side, I'll be able to gamble on all those sports this upcoming NFL season. That's right, Morgan. Hospitalizations are continuing to rise, which is expressing concern from the administration here at Mosaic Life Care. One thing that is true is only 2 out of 27 people have been fully vaccinated. So that shows that the vaccine has had effectiveness so far. Yeah, and I'm here with Bill Faulkner, state representative, and you are talking to business owners. Kind of why is an event like this important, especially off a special session, getting ready for special session, some of the big kind of topics that have been on hand here at Jefferson City?
Well, I think it's important that you stay in contact with the businesses here locally to where you still have a kind of an idea what's important to everybody around here. Because you're dealing with statewide issues, but you also want to make sure you concentrate on your local businesses and keep them in your thoughts. I mean,
on the other hand, what is something that you kind of are keeping them informed in, and what are some big things you'd like to see done here at Jefferson City at the state level?
Well, we got the internet sales tax passed, so we're waiting for the governor to sign that. I thought that was very important.
Well, yeah, and then we moved on to the at-large race where 6 competitors were vying for just 3 spots, and something we saw really throughout the debates, or I guess forums you'd call them, was really the contention between, we have 3 new people looking to get on the council, and then 3 as Spanky Odell, who didn't get one of the top 3 seats. He said old dogs. Hired mass still as well, 78 in Springfield, 81 in Little Rock, 75 in Oklahoma City. Futurecast shows those southerly winds will continue to bring heat to our area, as this is what it looks like right about now. As we move into tomorrow, we'll see a little bit of clouds come in, and then into Sunday, we'll see our first chance of rain. Steamboats used to be all over the Missouri River in the late 1800s, taking people and goods west. And here in Atchison, that was no different. But this portion of the river was a very popular portion for boats to sink. They would catch snags, and those turns and twists in the river would cause problems to the steamboats. As I'm walking in from the parking lot, usually people would be walking into these doors to go into the Gormans to shop. But now, this mask required and social distance, that's because of COVID-19 vaccination clinic. This has been something that the community has wanted for a long time, and now Phase 1B is set to start, and 100 people are going to be vaccinated here, and this will be the future vaccination site as we move forward. Yeah, that's right, Morgan. Last night, the gambling bill was first debated on the Senate floor, and there were some hiccups, as while this bill has bipartisan support, there were some senators that were looking to get electronic gaming machines into the bill, where a lot of senators want a clean gaming bill, and this is something they've tried for several years now, and this is that special report. The state of Missouri has tried to implement sports betting multiple times and has failed, as other methods such as electronic gaming machines have joined the bill. But this year, a bill has passed in the House and is now up to the Senate, and the Senate is looking for a clean sports wagering bill.
Sports wagering has gotten more attention this year than in the past because the surrounding states have all moved into that arena as well. Kansas is about ready to move to it, as we perceive and understand, and so I think activities going on, like I say, either in other states or illegally in the state of Missouri, and I think it's time for us to catch up.
Missouri is expecting a $140 million casino revenue, resulting in close to $10 million for education funding.
The feedback is the people in the state want it, and there is a large number of people in Missouri crossing the river to make bets.
While some may expect that much of sports gambling will be done inside the walls of the casino, Iowa did not see that same case, as 92% of people did mobile sports wagering, which will be available in Missouri if the bill passes, through geofencing to make sure people are placing those bets within state lines through places like DraftKings and other online sporting apps.
The retail environment in Iowa is very different and really depends on the philosophy of the casino. But that's what we're seeing. And what I'm hearing from a lot of operators is that the retail component is more of an amenity for many of the casinos. It's not something that they are generating significant profits.
It is expected that the state will earn up to $10 million in education funds, and several St. Joseph citizens say if the money is going to a good place, they support legal sports wagering.
We're going to do it anyhow, so why not make it legal and then have the funds go towards something productive?
I don't see anything wrong with it. As long as the state benefits from it, by all means, do it.
I think I would be okay with it because other types of gambling are legal, so I don't really see a huge difference.
I think betting is a way to steal people's money, and you end up hurting the poor many times because they're the ones that'll bet.
One thing that might give the bill fits in Missouri is the lack of efficiency in the Senate with passing bills. The Senate has been well behind this year, but both Democrats and Republicans are in support.
Sports wagering would generate a ton of revenue for our state. It would help fund our schools and veterans programs, and there's no reason why we should be behind our peer states.
And so it's really important that we make sure that we get the technology correct. We need to make sure that we're geofencing around the state, so if somebody places a bet on the Missouri side of the line versus Kansas, that Missouri is collecting those tax dollars rather than having those tax dollars inadvertently going to Kansas. And so those are all things that we're working on in the legislation.
For more of the suspected details on gaming in Missouri and what went wrong in Iowa, grab a copy of the St. Joseph Weekender. Clayton Anderson, News Press Now.